Hi traders, I want to come back and recap my day from yesterday. Didn't get a chance to do it yesterday afternoon or evening. I ended up getting under the weather here and tried to rest so I could be ready for this morning. But want to quickly recap my day so that I could start the day fresh. I know when too many of these pile up, I tend to lose some key elements, so I don't want to do that. Alright, so we did start a swing trade on Microsoft. This was a 52-week high break. I was actually looking at this at first potential day trade, but then when I looked at the daily chart here, oops, when I looked at the daily chart here, saw we were about to break the 52-week high, and this is my 52-week high swing setup. I mean, it is unmistakable, and so it triggered at. Well, I actually got in right before the open. I didn't want to miss it because, at the open I'm doing a lot of other different things and I might have missed it. So I went ahead and got in when it broke it pre-market. We did get a pullback here, but that's fine. This is a swing trade. It's got plenty of room. And got in here and we've been holding it and it made a pretty nice run yesterday. So looking forward to it continuing its move and giving us a good lick. I'm actually looking for this thing to make 150 here in the next couple of weeks. So that's my plan on it. But this was right out of our 52-week high break strategy. All right, so Facebook, I took some trades on it to yesterday. Now on Monday we did an all-day hold on it, and it was really good. Today, I probably should have done an all-day hold on this to the short side, which would have given it enough room, and I wouldn't have gotten shaken out. So I know, and I can't remember, and this is why I just have to do these things every day. Here's the 5-minute opening range low. There was another level down here, I believe. I can't 100% remember, but there was oh, I know what, the pre-market low. I was waiting for it to break through the pre-market low before I took an entry on this. Could have gotten it back up here and then easily made some money on this, but I was waiting. I was thinking long term, but ended up getting stopped out and got back in it again. Because we were failing, I got back in this time right under the 5-minute opening range low. We sold off, but I was looking for profit through here. Now, just because it came down, I have to stick to my plan. What happens to a lot of us is that we actually take ourselves out of really profitable trades because we get spooked out. If the stock changes direction, we're emotionally attached to it. We're living and dying on each tick, and we can't do that. Once we get in a trade, we have to let it work. It's either gonna stop us out or it's gonna hit our profit target. It shouldn't be anything in between. Once I take profit, then I can start listening to the chart and I may make some subjective decisions, but I've already taken profit at that point. Before I take profit, I don't want to take my trade off because I want to allow it to work. And that's something that I'm really working on this summer, and it's paying dividends. So you see, we did get a little bounce and a pullback here, but I stuck to my guns and we got the sell off here. Eventually we came down and hit my first target, made it to my second target, which was red to green. Actually, that was the final target. I took it off here because I was looking for a bounce actually, and we didn't really get the bounce there, but we got it off this level here. And so when it bounced, I waited for it to come back and I took it off of red to green. This is where my profit target was, or green to red, however you want to look at it. And we sold off, got to my first target here, and I was looking for, there's another level down around 186 and some change, and I was looking like 186.10 is where it was. Did not get it. It bounced back and ended up stopping me out. Now, I forgot to put my stop in, so when I caught it, I'd given back a couple of cents. You know, not bad. So as far as execution on this, not really good. Not really a good thing. And I get a lot of questions from especially newer traders asking, once you take a loss, how do you re-engage? How do you, get back into the market? And the thing is, you wipe that trade out. And you can't live, like I said, saying before, you can't live and die on each tick. You can't live and die on each trade. We need to start looking at our trading over a series of trades. Like for me, it's a weekly thing. I kind of assess my trading based on the week, not every day, not every trade. And moreover, a monthly assessment is even better, because if you're having a problem, it's you're going to get a better set of data points over a course of a month's worth of trades versus a week, and especially over a day. And we don't need to make changes or wholesale changes without giving our trades a good look. So for me, I'm not going to really make any changes. It's, how I work. It takes a while for me to make changes to really move into something different. Like this summer, I'm looking at a 3-minute chart to potentially get in trades on a 3-minute opening range. And we'll talk more about that um in the recap today. There's some things I want to share. I don't really have time to do it this morning, but for the recap later on today, I will be talking about it. But really good execution on this, except for the last trade, a little slip up here, and that cost me a couple of bucks, but no harm, no foul. All right, so uh, I don't know what's wrong with this computer this morning. It's a little bit iffy. All right, so AGN, this one ripped up on what I felt was fluff news, and that's my personal feeling. It's not based on any merit. It's just my personal feeling that this was fluff news. So I was expecting it to come back when it um, on a reversal, and I thought we had it pretty good here. I thought it was coming back off this level here, and we got a bounce. So the stop is just a tick above the highest candle here. Or if we claim, you would close above this level and claim it. So I had my hard stop, which was a tick above this at 121, and then I had my technical stop, which was the level that I based the trade off of. And so we were working here. Here we closed slightly above this level, but this candle never confirmed a reclaim of this level. Now, if this candle had made a new high, that would have taken me out. Would have been done at that point. So we sold back through the 9, and I was fully expecting it. It came within 2 cents of hitting my target, which is frustrating sometimes. I think I had it at 119.75. It got down to 119, actually 3 cents, 119.78. And it bounced. So I was expecting it to do the same thing here, to bounce, potentially reject, and then sell through this, and just come in, start selling coming into the close. But it didn't happen. Ended up having to stop out, and that was that. And you can see this never really claimed, even though we closed above this level. um, I actually wasn't here. I was doing something else and wasn't paying attention. But I ended up killing it right before the close. It was not. It's one of those trades that just didn't work. I mean, the setup was there. I felt I had my edge, but it doesn't work all the time. And you could sit here and you could analyze every trade that I take that doesn't work and come up with a reason why it didn't work. But that's not what this is about. It's about taking your trades, whatever your strategy is, whatever your edge, taking your trade without question and letting it work. Now, don't cut it off too soon. And that's what we call, if we cut it off too soon, we get spooked out. We're going to cut our winners off early and let our losers run. And that's just the opposite of what we should be doing. We've got to let our winners work, hit our targets, and then move on from there. And stop worrying about accuracy. Accuracy is the worst thing you can worry about in trading. Now, if you think about it, a lot of people preach accuracy. Accuracy, I know people that have 60, 70% accuracy and they're not making a damn penny. Because it's not about accuracy. No, it's about executing your trade plan and allowing it to work. There are people that are running on 40, 50% accuracy that's consistently making money because they're managing their risk properly. So stop thinking about accuracy and focus on executing your trade plan and just managing your risk. All right, so the last trade we took today was earnings on ADBE. I kind of posted early that this was really it was looking good, and it did give us a little scare here. But this is what the market has been doing for the last couple of weeks. You've seen this happen time and time again the last couple of weeks. And to me, I think there's a reason for it. Because the big guys, when we make money, somebody's losing money. So if we're trading against these big guys that trade earnings and they're starting to see their profit dwindle because traders like us have figured out what they're doing, then, and we put the odds in our favor that we can make money on this, then it's their job to try to shake us out. And that's where you see intraday, you see what we call bear traps, bull traps. They know people are going to buy on a break of VWAP, for instance. So when people buy, they start dumping their shares. They'll sell it off and they'll start buying into those that are stopping out. They're having to sell their shares to stop out because their stock's going the wrong way. These guys will buy at this better price and then keep ramping it up. And they'll do that. And they'll create false breaks and everything just to take us out. That's where they're making their money. And it's not just one person, it's not us individually, it's a group of it's a big group of us. When you group all of that money together that they're picking up, it's a pretty big chunk of change. So, what I'm doing is I'm looking at this and I'm watching this, and we got a big sell-off, a big hit, and then it starts to, get bought up. It starts to consistently and slowly get bought back up. Then it ramps up a little bit. And so that's telling me we're playing that game again. Now, had this candle open and we started selling again, then yeah, I would have had to taken it off. But we started making the move up. It started doing exactly what we were looking for it to do. So we were taking profit. Uh, well, I bought here. I took profit here. Ended up having to stop out when it came back. Bought again. Took profit when we started to lose it. Bought some here. And then we started to get some positive feedback. So I ended up buying, covering some here, and left 25 shares on. Now my target on this was 300. I honestly thought we were going to get to 300 on this earnings push, but there was some conflicting stories and all of this that was causing some issues. So, but still waiting. I still got the 25 shares. Still waiting to see if this is going to break and run up to around 300 today. I'm really looking for that to happen. So that was my day. It's time to get started for this morning, but I wanted to recap these things and make sure I stay on schedule. Sometimes when I get behind, it really creates a problem for me. All right, guys. So have a great day, and I will catch you guys in a few.